Total War Pharaoh, or as it says on the upper left corner, Pharaoh Total War. I don't know. Anyway, welcome aboard. Good to see you all here for another Total War game. A big fan of all the Total War games. I haven't played them all, and I don't even know all of them that exist, but I certainly am happy to see yet another Total War game, this time, of course, around Egypt. Central, I guess, stage for all the different types of campaigns taking place during a wide range of different dates and different campaigns, both militarily and some economic, though they still lean heavily into, as you'd imagine, war. Well, welcome aboard. Good to see you all here. Thanks again for subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button for more RTS games, turn-based strategy games, and more. Of course, Total War is a combination of both the real-time strategy battles and also turn-based when it comes to managing settlements and building cities and outposts. If you're a big fan of games like Civilization, or if you played Total War before, this is certainly one to keep an eye on. Now, I want to know from you, by the way, for those of you who played a lot of Total War, what are some of your favorites? I think the last few big ones that I played here on the channel, of course, were the Three Kingdoms, Total War Three Kingdoms, which I thought was fantastic, and then also, of course, Total War Warhammer 3, I believe is the most recent one, and then also 2 as well. But I want to know, what do you think are the best Total War games you've ever played, and or what are some fantasy ones you'd like to see, or maybe DLCs you wish they would expand upon? I'd like to see and hear some of your thoughts down below. All right, well, let's go ahead and take ourselves a first look then. We have ourselves a early access weekend. For those of you, I believe, who've pre-ordered the game, I think until the 2nd of October, you get access to this game and can play pretty much everything. Weirdly, though, only for a weekend from what I've read. That seems a little confusing. It doesn't seem to be the case. But regardless, we have ourselves a wide range of Egyptians, pharaohs, and different leaders from history. We also have ourselves the Canaanites, a couple of here for different difficulties of their starting situation that can be made easier through all your experience from previous games, and of course by leading your people to victory in easier campaigns. And then of course the Hittites with 2 major campaigns here. So each of these pretty diverse. It looks to be quite a few here, 4 on the main page and then 2 on the other 2. So you get a wide range of starting dates, scenarios, locations, etc. I think we'll start with Ramses for now. Is that Ramesses? Yeah. And yeah, lots of different time periods, although it doesn't really necessarily say when or what exactly the scenario is. Just a little brief touch on what's going on at that time.
Egypt deserves a new dynasty.
All right, Ramses, begotten by the sun god. We get ourselves a starting situation here, and I think, yeah, we can actually make things easier or more challenging. I guess since this is the first scenario, they're trying to make it easy on you, but you can also play on legendary, so if you really want to play the campaign, but it's just too easy for you, you can turn that up, so that's kind of nice. We'll just keep the defaults here for today, but of course, we do have ourselves what I'm imagining to be the map for the whole game, where as far south, east, north, and west that you can push all the way around Turkey, well, modern-day Turkey, and down all the, wow, pretty far down into Egypt along the Nile there. Pretty cool. And a few settlements there of other forces that you may be able to trade with, or that exist at the time, or that you have to capture and conquer. All right, let's go ahead and start with this. We'll fulfill our destiny now in Total War Pharaoh. Let's go.
I am Meneptah. No, I am the great Pharaoh Meneptah. 10 years ago, I inherited the throne in the shadow of my father. the strong bull, the protector of Egypt, the chosen of Ra and beloved of Amun, the mighty pharaoh, Ramses the Second. Egypt has flourished throughout my reign, but now I sense the eyes of Set upon me, and dark times are coming. What will happen to my kingdom after my soul slips into the eternal lands of the afterlife?
Huh. Well, a bit of an awkward opening, I'd say. That main character there, the Pharaoh, reminding me a bit of Hector Salamanca from Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad. Like his facial expressions and sitting in that chair most of the time. It's a little weird. They were trying to go for a comedy angle, but I don't know. That's the Pharaoh there. I mean, leave it up to somebody else to be the goof. Like Robin Williams.
When my father,
in,
Ramses II,
Aladdin.
reconquered the Sinai Peninsula, he made two things clear. First, our empire is built upon the stone and bronze found there. And second, we must never let it slip from our grasp again. Ramses, son of Setnacht, is yet to cut his lock of youth. Yet his martial skill and leadership surpass that of men twice his age. He guards the Sinai Peninsula at my behest, leading his loyal Magi against all who would threaten our people. One such threat descends from the north, where the rebellious Canaanites are a constant thorn in my side. However, Ramses has stamped out their defiance at every turn. He accrues victories with ease, and his pride grows with every triumph. Such arrogance is not unfounded. The boy has wreathed himself in glory, anointing his khopesh in the blood of Egypt's enemies. Yet, I worry for the royalty that runs in his veins. When he inevitably seeks the throne of Egypt, will the gods help him grasp it? He claims to bear divine favor, and even I cannot deny an air of destiny surrounds him. Perhaps the gods call on young Ramses to match the greatness of his namesake, and one day roll over all of Egypt. Ramses, I'm sure, believes so.
Alright, there we go. That's an intro. That's what I want to see. So, cool thing here is each of the factions have their own units and their own buildings and strengths and weaknesses that set them apart from each other, even though they can be somewhat similar in many ways based on the technology at the time. Small advances could make huge differences on the battlefield. Got ourselves some unique buildings here, faction units, commands, and court, And then we have different key concepts here. So a lot of great helpful hints for hovering over a lot of stuff here. The best I've seen so far is probably with something like Hearts of Iron or maybe even like Crusader Kings. But this is pretty damn close to that. Yeah, with the menu within menu, giving you lots of great information and detail. So I do appreciate that. There is a lot to learn here, especially for somebody starting out for the first time. So if you or anyone that you might want to try to get into this game are hesitant, there certainly is a lot of ways to hold a hand. And of course, the game also will feature multiplayer. As you can imagine, being able to play with and against friends be pretty cool too. So, all right, well, there's our summary of our factions so far. I guess we'll learn by doing in the campaign too. So another cool thing here is that the landscape is a day-night cycle. I don't remember. I don't know if this is the first one that's had a day-night cycle before, but it just struck me as kind of beautiful to be looking around the map previously and seeing all the fish and stuff, and then it actually changes throughout the day. Time doesn't really pass until you end your turn, but it looks really gorgeous. This is what I'd expect for a new Civ game, like, for example, from PHARAOH making the new game called Millennia, I believe it is, a turn-based strategy game that plays a little bit like Old World or Humankind. Those two kind of combined with also elements of Civilization. But of course, so does Total War, showing where a lot of different resources are. We have ourselves shipyards here and areas in the north that we are to conquer per the order of the Pharaoh. So we have ourselves some fortified cities, outposts, towns, villages, and some really gorgeous landscape. Look at that. That is beautiful. And even another great banger recently, too, is the Dune game. Featuring the, I think it was called the Spice Wars. Dune Spice Wars. Pretty cool. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go through our pending actions. We have unresolved notifications, so they're recommending that we make a royal decree, and we build an outpost, some other random construction, and then
The gods must be in fine spirits.
maybe move our characters or whatnot. Okay, let's go ahead and start with a royal decree. Longer festivals, Heart of Egypt, or Life of the Soldier. Looks like we get more XP per turn for them. Let's go with that. 3 turns. We'll learn that soon enough. This is a military campaign, mostly, so we're being more on the offensive than defensive. So XP will certainly matter as we try to outnumber our enemies. Wow, look at that. That's gorgeous. Really like the look of this. I thought this would actually look outdated, looking at a game that, you know, Civilization 4 and 5 and 6. But there is something beautiful about this. Almost on par with like Tropico or... Oh man, I wish we could get another Rise of Nations game. There's a rare resource there. Some grasslands. Ooh, some gators too. Nice. Good touches. Alright, so we made our decree. They're now recommending that we end our turn, but we still have some other things we can do here.
Your scribes have taken pains to keep vital information at hand. Consult them at any time to review your current goals and see how far along you are in achieving them.
Okay. Wow, okay, so we got ourselves feats of rule, landmarks, and ambitions. Ooh. Minor victory, major victory, ultimate victory, too. So depending on how well we do in this campaign, we'll be able to get into a lot more. A lot more depth, a lot more challenge here. So this is just on easy, so imagine if we put it on legendary and then try to go for the ultimate victory. There's certainly lots of layers to complete a level to however you wish to do it. And we can also negotiate with the other leaders, too.
Burning for battle.
Lands and ownership.
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled to answer.
Well, we could start attacking towns right across the border. So here we are in this blue color. We can start pushing north.
To glorious battle!
Yes.
I slaughter people who bother me. I cannot! I am unstoppable.
Let's give that a try. Let's See if we can attack that territory there. Wow, quite a few different places here. Yeah, some of which we won't encounter in this particular campaign.
Battle is imminent. Ra may be all-seeing, but you are not. It would be wise to study all available options before taking to the field.
Interesting. Looks like they may slightly outnumber us, but we have better technology and or leadership. We can do auto-resolve retreat or, of course, fight battle. And you know damn well we're going to do that manually and fight the battle ourselves. Ah, looks like we have much more defenses now, or at least it appears to be. Multiple, what could be javelin forces, archers, spearmen, swordsmen. I can't wait until we get the chariots and maybe camelback riders. I'm not sure. Oh.
Greatness in battle may only be achieved through rigorous training. Even the most skillful general must practice their craft.
Well, they have the high ground for now. Get our forces laid out over here instead.
I fought worse than these dogs.
So we might get some reinforcements at some point. Let's go ahead and put our archers back here.
Swordsman! I never miss.
Two groups of archers there.
We can do this. I know it. Javelins.
Those are javelins. Cool. Let's take a look at the troops up close. So those are our archers.
We cannot match their archers.
Looks to be... I was going to say axemen, but it looks like they're actually carrying something which looks to be like an early form of a mace, like a iron disc on a stick. Kind of cool. And there's our javelin soldiers. Nice. All right, let's leave everyone mixed like this, and that should be good. Let's go ahead and begin. We'll see how we do.
Every general takes to the field alongside a unit of bodyguards. As the general gains experience, so too will they. A formidable force that can control the tide of battle.
Soldiers, move! Gaynard will soon remember its place.
Yeah, okay.
All for Egypt. To bloodshed.
All right, big old cliffside there. I think we can already see enemy forces moving. Oh, they're trying to circle in behind us. Okay. How foolish.
Fight for Pharaoh. These savages need to be taught a lesson.
All right, looks like they're trying to pincer us between the top
Take
and the...
care in deploying your troops. Consider which arrangement will be most advantageous and shape your units accordingly.
Soldiers, move!
Well, we want our javelins up front to throw and then fall back.
For glory! Canaan cannot pose a threat to Egypt. On the move! On the march!
Looks like they're falling back. No, they're going back around this way. Are they seriously going to fight us for the high ground up here? Very unwise.
Clubs! Infantry moving! Move as one! The sand can keep their corpses! Infantry moving!
Ooh, look at this. All right, they're falling into a very large
I fear nothing!
attack here.
Your generals have their own unique skills and advantages. Pay close attention to them and be ready to unleash their abilities on the enemy at an opportune time.
these barbarians!
Sons of Egypt! Always ready!
All right, change of plans. I thought we would be attacking up the top of the hill, but it looks like they have other plans.
Marching on!
On the march!
Never back down!
All right, it's about to happen.
Onwards!
You barbarians invite death!
Hero of destiny!
Egyptian javeliniers! Clubs!
Have your troops take cover from the enemy missiles, or else seek out and destroy the cause of this threat.
All right, their archers are falling back.
War is my calling! You are destined to die!
Clubs!
Infantry moving!
Onwards!
Move our archers away.
Canaan's vengeance!
Fight for Pharaoh!
For glory!
Javelins ready!
They got a lot of archers.
Javelins! Sons of Egypt! Arrows away!
Clubs!
Well, delightful. They're a little bit more challenging than I was expecting,
Sons of Egypt!
and that's a good thing.
Clubs!
Shoot them down!
Your foe attacks your flank. Drive them off.
Yep, they sure are. Not certain exactly how to use our
The gods chosen!
hero command yet, our general command.
Bows! Fire!
Our aim is true! Sons of Egypt!
Ooh, they're getting wrecked pretty good, though.
Warrior of fate! Blacken the sky!
Let's get those archers out of there.
Back! Marching on! Fall back!
Your troops' courage has failed them. Round them up and send them back into the field when their fear subsides.
Release!
Ready to launch!
Hold the line.
Destined for victory!
Wow, that looks crazy cool. There's a lot going on.
Break them!
Arrows away!
Strength is power!
Different command modes,
Ready!
different formations we can utilize.
Infantry moving!
Infantry moving!
Okay, we're gonna have to go into one big group here.
Your troops have grown weary from exertion. You must let them rest, even as the battle rages on around them.
Glorious combat! Strength is power!
Send them arrows!
Some of their formations are falling back.
Prodigy of war! Release! I will be legend! Behold my greatness!
They can fire on us here! Never back down!
We're gonna need some more reinforcements here. Now, given the fact that this is our first time running through this one, learning about other forces on the map and allowing them to come in to provide us with reinforcements and whatnot is important too, where at the start of the battle it did show that there were other forces that could come on in for to reinforce throughout the battle or towards the beginning. So we can,
Your
of course...
general's unit has been routed. This could spell defeat for your army.
Maybe so, and we can also reinforce our army too with different types of other generals that are on the map as well. So it's not like this is just the end-all, be-all of our forces forever. We can always, of course, retreat, re-recruit, and claim victory. Now, again, this is being played on easy, which is pretty damn good that there's going to be so much more difficulty. Although the tutorial just telling you, hey, don't let the enemy win, is essentially all they're saying in their message. Not so good. Could be a little better. Now, let's try that again, taking place in our own territory right at the start with the unit that was in front of us, rather than bypassing them and going towards the village near the water. Here we have weather conditions that'll affect the battle. Sweltering conditions. Looks like we have an opportunity to wait or deploy right at the moment that the battle starts. So let's go ahead and deploy now. And let's go ahead and see if we can fight these guys off
ready to serve,
differently.
Awaiting orders.
So we're still poised to win. We have visual contact on the enemy right away. We do see that they've got 2 things of archers and 3 melee and skirmish troops. So let's go ahead and put these archers to the sides. We may be able to advance there and hold the line. Actually, let's go ahead and take these forces.
Arrows ready! Clubs!
We'll get our clubs there. And we'll push everything else in the middle. Okay, let's go. Now, we don't have any supporting army
The map
this
gives
time.
a battle commander a godlike view. Use the maps at your disposal to plan your tactics.
So we won't be getting any more reinforcements off the map. And we haven't merged any armies together or taken forces from one or another or reinforced, so...
Clubs! Sons of Egypt! We aim true!
We're going to try to go for a flank this time and push him with the javelins. I feel like this is much more challenging, and same with 3 Kingdoms than I experienced in Warhammer. Total War Warhammer. Which took all the factions and units from Warhammer and brought them into Total War, which is a great idea. I believe most people preferred 2. I thought 3 was cool.
Move!
But I played 2 as well.
All for Egypt! Arrows away!
Oh, their archers are exposed.
Take that!
Throw your javelins!
On the march!
Fire! Sons of Egypt!
Well, looks like we got them on the run. We're chasing down their archers.
I see the fear in their eyes!
I feel like by firing, our forces are probably damaging our own troops, but that's fine. That'll motivate them. Trust me.
Clubs! Sons of Egypt!
Archers!
Looks like we're getting their archers to run from the field.
Down! Egyptian javelin here! Javelins away!
Let's have our javelins take out the archers. Well, looks like for the most part,
the enemy break like reeds before the storm. Cut them down as they flee.
for the most part, our units are very capable of taking out enemy forces and not our own.
Fight for Pharaoh!
Fight for Pharaoh!
Wow, much faster this time, huh? A little difference in the tactics and reinforcements, or numbers this time.
Always ready!
Well, let's cut through to the... Actually, let's go straight through to these archers.
Never miss!
They're done. Let's forget about them. Push that unit in the middle.
With me! Gain ground!
Clubs! Marksmen!
Archers, loose! Clubs!
All right, let's take them out. Wow, look at the devastation on the battlefield. Nice. I really hope that we get maybe a remake or really just like an addition, like, you know, Total War Shogun or just another Total War in territory that we've seen before, but with just more modern systems and modern thoughts and multiplayer and whatnot. More new modern gameplay mechanics, which would be really cool.
The enemy leader flees. Now is the time to press home your attack.
In short order! Triumph! There is no sweeter days!
All right, we got him. All right, well, we've won the battle. Interesting. There's our tactical map, too. We can see the enemy pretty much destroyed on all fronts. Not bad.
A damaged weapon is still a weapon!
Clubs! Spill blood!
Run in front of them, boys. All right, let's end the battle. Show them some mercy. So we can save the replay for that one, or we could do a rematch if we're not happy. Kind of eliminates the whole need to quick save before every battle, although it does it automatically and then lets you quick load if you weren't happy with your performance, which is great. Means that you know, it's hard coded in the game that you always want to do better and that there's always a price for victory or for defeat.
The battle is
Glory
yours.
is mine.
It is time to decide the fate of your captives. You may punish them for taking up arms against you, or choose mercy.
Well, I don't really think we need the cash, do we? 800 gold, we could get another 218 for our treasury, but let's replenish our units.
They'll earn their keep.
And they can join our forces.
My ambition is rewarded.
Yeah. So last time we went straight right to Sukkot, and it obviously wasn't a good idea to go straight for an enemy city or whatnot without planning out our forces. But, yeah, we all know that from battles of many past runs. We have settlements and outposts that we can manage now. Now, of course, you know that we can do things like build wheat farms or, you know, pottery and industry and mining, trading, fishing, and more at all of our settlements. Looks like we'll have to push a little further to maybe get some other fishing, but we do have some shoreline down here. Do some fishing on this side. What do we have for a barracks, perhaps? Wow, look at all these beautiful artwork. Beautiful artwork. Looks like we can zoom into other regions that we either can control or that might be a puppet. Enemy killed in battle. Decisive victory. Good. Character affairs 1. Rank gained. Excellent. 4 pending actions. We'll start our royal decree. We can go to outposts. We can start building some military outposts. Economic or religious. Well, I think our money is stagnant at the moment. So let's turn this into an economic outpost and see how that fares.
Our latest outpost is complete, and our trade stands to benefit from its function.
Yeah, we need to get more gold. We could do that again. We'll do 2 economic outposts. And these are under the control of the forces of the Sukkot. So we should be able to go to these 2 villages here, take them over, and then take them for ourselves, to which they'll provide us the bonus of being a port settlement And it's sacred Egyptian land, so it's something that's going to benefit us if we actually recapture that. It'll increase our legitimacy in the Egyptian court if we retake that, so it's going to be kind of a main objective for our overall campaign. Alright, let's go with a military outpost, an Egyptian fort or lookout post, or a way station. I think we definitely should build a fort.
Additional fortifications are never a waste of effort. This outpost will surely aid our defenses. Use it well.
And we can build within the regions, but we can also build within the cities. So here we can build ourselves administration, management, military support, recruitment, production, resources, and religion. So we can build within a city or outside of a city too. I think we'll continue with military, so let's go with the a recruitment hall or a military office. Go with the military office. And we're going to need a lot of recruits, so we should start pulling from those as quickly as possible. But we got 2 to begin with. And we got our army here ready to go. I believe that's our only... I thought there was another army somewhere nearby. But for now, that's okay. All right, let's get ready to...
Destiny calls me, and I am compelled to answer.
Looks like that's a place where they can build in the future, but they haven't yet at the moment.
That won't work.
Let's just go ahead and end turn. Let's see what it's like to siege a city. I think that's the thing I want to see the most in Total War is what is the overall large map like in comparison to previous Total War games and or Civ, and then of course all the juicy battles which make Total War so interesting.
For greatness. Chosen of Ra.
Now obviously it's more wise for us to stay a few turns and build our cities and outposts and then recruit
Destiny
troops and
bound.
train them and then finally attack, but
Canaan will yield.
we're going to be unwise. And we're
Blessed by the gods.
going straight in for an attack.
Your warriors have reached the enemy settlement. Though they no doubt long for battle, consider encircling the enemy and starving them out instead of storming in.
Well, we could do that, but there's almost an absolute guarantee of our victory, so let's fight the battle. Of course, encircling or sieging the enemy will eventually lower their morale and their numbers, possibly dying by disease or malnutrition, you know, lack of food, and other things like that. They could just flee from the settlement, low morale, that type of thing. All right, let's jump in. Now we're going to have a walled city to take on.
Your forces are ready to storm the settlement. Study the enemy position well, for they may concentrate their defenses among the narrow streets. Be wary.
Not quite a walled city, but this is exactly what a city would look like, though, if it had some stronger fortifications. There very well could be a wall here. But this is good for us. Oh, we could start from pretty much anywhere. We've got them kind of surrounded. Starting back here might be a wiser decision. Look at all those narrow approaches, though. This actually might be a better plan. Alright, I think we'll go straight in like this. Looks like there's a few places for us to take. The main tower. And some resources there. We'll push towards that later. Let's take the main tower first to assert dominance. Personal goal.
With me.
In terrain such as this, every natural feature may conceal enemy forces. Beware of unseen foes.
Move as one.
Oh, really? Ooh, lots of enemy army right here already.
For glory. Never back down.
Oh, they sent their archers up. That was a mistake. They're already running away. Okay. Enemy realizes their mistake right away.
Swordsman! Fight me! Aim for the heart! Fire! Reloading!
All right, let's flank.
On the mark!
Can't wait until we get some sort of form of cavalry and or non-infantry combat. And I'm not even sure if this has naval combat, although it would be a severe missed opportunity if there's not naval battles. We'll take a peek at, after this battle, take a peek at some of the other notable campaigns. I'll take a look at all of the other ones that are on offer and see if they actually have something more notable than just ground combat in
As one!
main areas around Egypt, modern day.
Strength is power!
Always ready. Onwards! Arrows away!
Get moving! Spill blood! Arrows ready! Soldiers, move!
All right, looking good.
Javelins!
They're breaking.
Devastate them! Always ready!
Wow, look at that.
Let me hear them scream!
Beautiful volley.
For glory!
All right, let's push down the road.
I will be legend! Gods! They're right on us! Swordsman!
Let's get out of here!
Strike through! I am invincible!
Boris, is that you?
Ramesses!
Oh, wow. They are completely surrounded.
Gods have mercy! Our aim is through!
Let's go for the tower.
Position!
So it seems like there's a few ways to win these battles. Of course, we can kill the enemy commander and take apart their morale structure and get them to flee. We can just kill most of their units and they'll flee that way as well. Or boom. That was easy.
I will not die here!
Cool. That was awesome. They lost, let's see, 278 men. We lost 122, but we outnumbered them about 5 to 1.
We are warriors without peer.
Nice job, everybody, and some good XP. Some bronze and food, too. The spoils of war. Occupy, loot, and occupy, sack, or raise. We shall... Well, since we're, yeah, we're going to sack the city since we're on such a
Leave no stone
aggressive
unturned.
military campaign.
My ambition is rewarded.
So now we'll have control of that and push further up the coast then. And all these could be up for grabs depending on what we want to do. Not bad. Alright, so taking that, as soon as it's kind of assimilated, we can take that as our territory, and now we have access to the sea. Good. Good.
The Hittites are lost in darkness, desperately grasping for a way out of their misery. At the heart of that darkness lies the ruler of Tarhuntasha, Kurunta, whose greed, jealousy, and cunning continues to tear Hatti apart. Even though he is heir to High King Muatali, Kurunta was passed over for the throne. His resentment has spurred him to vengeance, and his Hatti neighbors pay the price. Perhaps he can rise to power by rallying the surrounding Hittite lords. Or perhaps he simply feeds on disarray, proving as likely to burn all of Hatti to the ground. The Isle of Cyprus lies near, filled with bronze, ripe for the taking. Kurunta's lust for power may drive him to their shores. And should he seize control of the resources there, he would become a threat to all of Anatolia, and possibly Egypt as well. Hatti is already doomed. The Phrygians sharpened their blades, just awaiting the opportunity to carve the land asunder. Yet Kurunta is not one to be ignored, for his vengeance may bring ruin to us all, casting the whole world into the dark.
Damn. Well, one of these campaigns has these beautiful intros that shows a little bit of what's going on, and they do a good job of narrating it back to how it's going to affect Egypt, or how it is affecting Egypt, and what the main objective is. So, like, for example, keeping him away from resources in the Mediterranean, aka Cyprus. And actually, yeah, we kind of get to see Egypt down here already, so they're just right across from each other. And so there is kind of a direct way in order for those forces to get down there. But if he gains a lot of power here, that is a lot of power. So I guess we're going to be running interference in this mission. Pretty damn cool.
From the world.
Beautiful landscapes as well. And not often that I've seen too many things on areas around, you know, long ago modern Turkey. Pretty cool. Oh, pretty. Well, there's certainly a lot more to discover with PHARAOH Total War, or Total War PHARAOH, coming out soon on October 11th, 2023 for everyone. Custom battles, multiplayer, and of course the multiple campaigns to which we've seen a few today. I certainly want to jump into this one more and see a lot more to it by live streaming here on the channel. So make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell, and hit that like button if you'd like to see more playthroughs of many of what you've already seen a taste of here today. Different time periods and objectives for the Canaanites, Hittites, and the Egyptians. And there's certainly some campaigns here that have caught my eye a little bit more than others. I want to see how they play out and what we can do, especially around that Mediterranean, with possible naval invasions and battles and more at any turn. Cool. All right, thanks, guys, for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Let me know what you think about Total War PHARAOH down below. What are some of your favorite ones, and what are some things from previous games you want to see in more modern games like Total War PHARAOH and other city builders / turn-based strategy games? I'll see you all next time. Thanks again for watching.